Someone once said, if you want something, go after it until the end and never give up. Give up this point of view, which is well known and easy to understand, comes within the idea of Stoicism, says that we put unseen pressure on ourselves. Old ideas teach us a different point of view. Life doesn't need everything to be pushed or managed. Think about the times you've tried to manage everything around you to get what you wanted. A goal that you may have given your all, your heart, and your soul to. You worked hard at a job or relationship, but the more you tried, the more things got so complex and out of hand that these failures not only wear you physically, but it also makes you feel deeply insecure and let down. This doesn't mean you're not good enough or worthy. Sometimes it's just that we're pushing life to fit our needs. We forget that life is a natural stream that flows. Living a life without pushing, being in a world that constantly criticizes and forces you to do things isn't easy. Rules for success and happiness, but when you follow the Stoic ideals, you'll find that life is much lighter and more enjoyable. Important when you don't need to be in charge of everything. Let me walk you through 10 ways to make this happen so that your life has more value and peace. These tips will not only help you feel less stressed and anxious, but they will also, I want you to enjoy every moment of your life before we start watch the video all the way to the end. As always, I have a little task for you. You should not miss a single part and then use what you learn in a week. If you liked our movie, please come back and tell us about the changes in your life. Comment and subscribe to let YouTube know that this kind of video helps people like you. And if you don't know what to say, we can keep making movies like this in the future. Just write, silence is power. I know you're up to the task and ready. To learn more about the deep wisdom of Stoic thought, get ready. The first step on the road of life discovery is to live fully in the present. In Stoic thought, living fully in the present moment is one of the most important things. Marcus Aurelius, one of the famous Stoics, said that there is a rule that helps us find peace and happiness. Thinkers once said, don't act like you're going to live 10,000 years. Death looms over you while you live. Do what you can to be good. This quote helps us remember that time is limited and valuable, and only the present moment is truly within our grasp. To live fully in the present, you have to focus on how they are feeling and what they are experiencing right now. This not only helps you feel less stressed and worried about the future, but it also lets you enjoy the little things in life. For example, picture yourself sitting under an old tree, listening to the birds sing and feeling a light breeze on your skin. You don't have to worry about anything else while you're in that moment. Have you ever sat next to a loved one with unfinished business or far-off plans? And realized you were thinking about something else and missed. Take a moment to think about how many times you've missed easy joys. While you were living in the present, your mind was on something else. While making our own lives better, we also bring peace and joy to those around us. To fully live in the present, ask yourself what's going on right now. These questions will help you. How can I enjoy this moment to the fullest? Focus on the moment. Get rid of distractions and feel more connected to the world around you. Do this every day, whether you're eating, working, or just resting. Paying attention to every little thing you do will help you understand how important every moment. Start by giving yourself a few minutes every day to meditate and calm down your mind and getting back to yourself. Let go of stress and worries and appreciate in each present moment. Number 2, understand that things change. Life is always changing, and that's the only thing that stays the same. Never goes into the same river twice, because it's not the same river and he's not the same man. As the philosopher Herodotus said, focusing on the continuous change is a part of our daily lives, but we often try to hold on to security, hoping that everything would stay the same. But can we really say no to change and the normal flow of time are not just an intellectual idea, but an unavoidable fact of life? Think about the times you've tried to hold on to a good feeling or stay away from a bad one, right? Seen that all feelings, whether they were joy or sadness, finally went away. Understanding this helps us enjoy the present and stay in the present. Being swept away by worry or sadness is a real-life example. The changing of the seasons shows how short life is. Spring brings new life, and summer is over. Autumn is soft and lovely and full of life. Winter is cold and harsh, but gets ready for spring. Just like our lives have their own cycles, everything changes, and it's these changes that make life rich and balanced. To life, realizing and accepting that things change helps us become more, being calm and strong in any situation when things go wrong. Let's not worry and freak out. We can tell ourselves that this is just part of the trip and how quickly it will go. This way, we can concentrate on what we can manage and try our best. Temporality shows us how important it is to be thankful when we understand everything can change and we start to value what we have more. Everyday things that make us happy. Ask yourself, what am I thankful for? In my life right now, the question is, how can we get along with this? Impermanence. One way that Stoic philosophy suggests dealing with this is by, when we believe that everything happens for a reason, we say yes. Since we can't change everything, we'll feel better and at peace. Let's learn this in the next lesson. Number 3 is even better. The power of acceptance. Acceptance is not just not about giving up or resigning. It's about being strong enough to face. Epictetus was one of the famous Stoics who always stayed calm and clear. Someone once said that we can't choose our external things may happen, but we can always choose how to react to them. That's where acceptance comes in. Think of a time when you went through a tough time, like losing their job. When faced with a broken relationship or a major illness, our first instinct is often to fight back, denying the truth and trying to change it. But have you ever asked yourself, what would happen if I stopped fighting and started accepting? Acceptance is not the same as giving up. It's about figuring out what's going on and how to handle it better. Face it. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up on your dreams or stopping to work hard. On the contrary, it helps us see what's really important and adjust our goals, like when a job chance doesn't show up when planned. Don't let it make you sad. Instead, accept it as part of the trip. Keep looking for other chances. Accepting what we have makes us more flexible. It is strong enough to handle the changes in life, and it brings inner peace by freeing we from the whirlwind of bad feelings like anger, worry, or fear. Have you ever thought about what would happen if you just let things be the way they are and didn't try to change or control them? Acceptance doesn't make us better people. It just makes us more peaceful. It makes us strong so we can handle any problem without getting upset. Acceptance is not a passive thing to do. It's a choice to live more fully and calmly is how we get along with life's flow, no matter what happens. And trouble without getting sucked into the vortex of unhappiness. Stress yourself out and push yourself, and you'll see how powerful acceptance can be. 4. Learn to let go if you want to really change your life. One of the most important ideas in Stoic thought is learning to let go. Theory that tells us how to be happy and at peace with our lives. Letting go doesn't mean giving up everything or becoming inactive. It means getting it and accepting it. That we can't always change things. For example, picture you're holding a hot. You hold on tight to the stone because you know you will get burned if you let go. If you let go, you'll feel light and at ease. Life is like that. We have to learn to let go of our hurts and problems in order to find happiness. Have you ever thought about why you hold on to sadness, anger, loss, and other bad feelings? Not only hurt you, but also keep you from living a happy, purposeful life. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the reason you're happy in life is the quality of your thoughts. When we let go of things that aren't important, our minds become. Being lighter and freer doesn't mean giving up everything. It means picking and choosing what to do. In order to clean our minds, we need to let go of what doesn't matter and hold on to what does. In the same way that we clean up a room by getting rid of things that don't serve us anymore, the act of letting go can be more light and airy. You can let go of bad relationships, which can help you in many areas of your life. If you have unrealistic hopes or fears about the future, you can let them go. Make mistakes and learn to forgive yourself. Then ask yourself, what is stopping you? What can you let go of to make room for a happy and worthwhile life? For better things, it's not easy to learn to let go, but it will lead you to true. Remember that letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means accepting, valuing what you have. Do you agree with this point of view? If so, don't forget to like the movie and let us know what you think in the comments below. Let's talk more about this now and then move on to lesson number 5. Mindfulness is not just about reading and writing. To pay attention to what's going on around you while also being very aware of your own feelings and thoughts. It helps us live fully in the present, lowers stress and anxiety, and doesn't judge us. Stoic scholar Marcus says this leads to peace and happiness in life. Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not over outside events." This, and you'll find strength. This sentence makes that clear. Mindfulness helps us take charge of our thoughts, which is more important than trying to manage outside things that affect us. Can't picture a busy day at work, When you get home, your mind is full of work, family, and personal things. Tasks, don't let these thoughts take over. Take a moment to sit still and breathe deeply and be aware. Ask yourself, what can I do? Being mindful right now can help you feel more at peace, reduce stress and make you more aware and clear-headed so you can see things. Being mindful helps us stay relaxed and clear-headed. Getting swept away by bad feelings and outside disturbances when you're having a hard time. When things go wrong, ask yourself, can I control this? If not, learn to accept and let it go. When bad things happen, it's not what happens that matters, but how you handle them. The process of learning mindfulness is not simple and takes time, but it has a lot of health benefits. To start, do easy exercises like focus on each breath and take deep breaths, feeling the air come in and out. You should ask your body, what am I feeling right now? After each set, these questions will help you become more aware of what you're thinking and why, yourself and the people and things around you, letting you worry less about the yesterday, today, or tomorrow. We're halfway through our trip. Thank you for you are here because you want to live a smarter life and make a happy family. If you want to live a full life, please click subscribe and share this movie. If you think these lessons are helpful, share them with your friends and family. Will really inspire me, so let's keep going. With our journey number 6, make good use of silence. In today's world where noise and activity are everywhere, the power of silence is often taken for granted. But to a Stoic, it's not enough for philosophers to say that silence is an art form. When we listen to silence, we can calm our minds and hearts. Not only listen to the sounds around us, but also the words inside our hearts. Then we can really understand ourselves and the people and things around us. Lets us see things more clearly and carefully. Maybe you've had this experience. Times when being quiet helped you figure out tough questions or gave you peace when things were tough. Worry. When was the last time you were truly quiet and listened to? What your heart really wanted to say? Conflict is a film that shows how powerful silence can be. Instead of getting angry, or saying things without thinking they should be quiet. Let's take a step back, look at what's going on, and decide what to do. Like Epicurus said, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we can listen twice as much as we talk. When we listen more than we talk, we make room for, when was the last time you really connected with someone and understood them? When was the last time you were really quiet to listen? What did you learn? If you think about silence, you might understand that it's not just stopping talking, about getting to the soul's deeper levels and finding peace and knowledge in everything. In the end, silence is the most powerful word of self-control. With that in mind, we'd like to know if you've recently learned to be silent. Pay attention to your inner self. What new ideas have you come up with? In the comments section number 7, people have shared stories and deep insights. Enjoy the trip. Stoic philosophy teaches that it's not just the result, that the real worth of life is not in what you accomplish or what happens in the end. As we make our way to them, picture yourself climbing a mountain. The peak is the end goal, but the steps you take along the way are what really matter. No matter what, on this trip you make new friends and learn from the hard times. If you only think about the problems you face and the beauty of nature around you, the summit, you'll miss all of these wonderful events. The question is, can you find them? You can be happy without reaching the top as long as you enjoy every moment of on our life's journey. We're often too focused on getting things done and forget that the journey to get there is where we really learn and grow. It's where we face obstacles. And even when we only focus on the results we get, mistakes teach us important lessons. They put too much pressure on themselves and get upset quickly when things don't go their way. Everything goes as planned, but if we learn to enjoy each step, life is easier and more fun. Important, then how can you use this idea in your everyday life? Ask yourself if you can find joy and purpose in the little things you do every day. When you focus on the process instead of the end result, you learn to love it. Things start to look different, and we start to enjoy the trip. We learn that life is enjoying the trip doesn't make the experience better or more meaningful. It doesn't mean we don't care about the results or have any goals. How we live and work and the steps we take every day. Remember that life is made up of moments, and each one is important. We build our business on cherishing and enjoying this. The next lesson is about how important it is to keep things simple. Let's move on to lesson number 8. Find happiness in the simple things. Have you ever thought about why kids find humor in the simple things like a leaf falling, a light breeze, or a warm hug from their parents? Can light up their faces with radiant smiles because their hearts aren't heavy. Kids teach us an important lesson about how to find joy in the little things. In the present moment, and even in small things, people often get caught up in they are driven by a whirlwind of goals, and their dreams of wealth never end, riches and power that people think will bring them happiness and joy, but don't. Stoics say that the easiest things in life bring the most happiness. Stoic philosophy tells us to do these little things that make us happy and calm. Focus on the present and be thankful for what you have. As Marcus Aurelius said, a happy life is easy to find. All you need is to change the way you live. When will we stop running after faraway things and start enjoying each other? The lessons from Stoic thought will help us see that happiness is close at hand. Also show us that getting pleasure from little things makes us happy ourselves and also helps us get along better with. When we value what we have, we feel less jealous and less like we should compare ourselves to others. And get along better with the people around us. Let's take a moment every day to pause. Take a few deep breaths and look around you for the little things that matter. A good meal, a good book, or just some alone time with your family and friends. Know that the richest person is not the one who has the most, Those who need it the least learn this along with. Now let's move on to lesson 9, which is about the art of being thankful is more than just saying thank you when you get something, receive help, but it's a way of life that makes us stop and think. Think about and appreciate the good things in your life. These little things can make a big difference. Bring us deep happiness and pleasure if we learn to value them. When you wake up in the morning, the sage Marcus Aurelius once said, think about how lucky you are to be able to breathe, think, and enjoy life. We love this advice because it tells us that happiness doesn't come from getting things, big things, but by appreciating and being thankful for the little things, things that life has to offer. When you're tired or worried, stop and ask yourself, what am I thankful for today? This easy question can help you see things in a new way and find everyday joy is an example of the power of thanks. Check out the story of Viktor Frankl, was a psychologist and philosopher who lived through the Holocaust. In the worst conditions, Frankl found reasons to be in a concentration camp, be thankful for even the smallest acts of kindness from other prisoners, helped him keep his faith and heart strong through the worst trials of life. Think about your own life. What are you thankful for right now? Could be a good friend, a job you love, or just good health. By practicing thanks, you not only find happiness in little things and make the world a better, more peaceful place. Soul thankfulness isn't far away or hard to reach. It's right inside of us. Reach if we take a moment to think about and enjoy the good things in our lives, as Stoic philosophers taught that you should let thanks guide your life. 10th concept that will help you live a peaceful and happy life. Many people think that being alone or solitude is a bad thing. People who are afraid always try to get away, but for Stoic philosophers, being alone is not an enemy to stay away from, but a close friend to get to know better. When we are alone, we can get to know ourselves better because the noise of the world doesn't bother us around us, and we don't have to give in to social pressures or what other people expect of us. We can instead listen to our own words and think our most honest thoughts. And thoughts, ask yourself when you're by yourself, how do you feel? Are you empty and scared? Or do you find peace and clarity in your soul? Being by ourselves gives us the chance to. It helps us reevaluate our lives when we think about and get to know ourselves. Look at our beliefs and goals and figure out what's most important. To Aristotle wrote, "Our life is what our thoughts make it being alone." That gives us room to think so that our ideas are better. Therefore, making our lives better when we are thankful for solitude, we should no longer see it as a punishment, but as a valuable gift that helps us grow. Grow up, take some time for yourself, and look for quiet times in your busy life. Listen to your inner voice, meditate, or go for a walk by yourself in the afternoon. You can find peace and quiet by reading a favorite book by yourself. Never-ending ideas and real peace. Solitude is not a threat, but a friend who helps us be thankful for being alone is a teacher. Being thankful for life, for giving us chances to learn and grow. The Stoics say that you should follow this way so that you can live a full and on the way to happiness, living a worthwhile life. And it means that a lot of people mix up effort and force and forget that there are times when letting go is the key to happiness. Peace Stoicism tells us that letting things happen on their own doesn't mean they won't. It's not about giving up on our hopes and dreams. It's about learning to live in, look at your life, and see if you're in tune with nature, yourself, and life. Know that you don't have to control everything and take time to enjoy each moment, accepting that things will change and knowing that some. When you stop pushing things and start living, things are out of your reach. As time goes on, you'll see that things gradually become clearer and joy and happiness are not ending points. They are found in every step. You take in acceptance and full knowledge of life's essence, Thank you for coming along with us on this trip. Your appearance here shows that you are. When you're ready to become a real Stoic, don't read any further. Don't forget to share the video and like it with your friends and family. Don't miss any of our videos, subscribe, and click the bell icon. Watch these videos over the next week and let the philosophy of Stoicism lead you. Come back and tell your story after you've lived a full, happy life. Don't push anything into your life. I'm always here to listen. Let things happen as they may and enjoy each moment as it comes. See you in the next videos.